Hi guys, I hope everybody is having a wonderful night. So I've got some tips here. Have you ever noticed that when shit goes wrong in your life, like it all goes wrong at once, like no one thing ever happens that throws you off course. It's always like when it rains, it pours, like 10 things all at frickin' once have to happen. And that's what really feels like it can take you down and like destroy your motivation and destroy everything you're working towards. So I have got 6 tips for you on how to, and I've got some good notes here because I thought hard about this one, how to stay motivated when you're facing adversity. And I'm talking like big adversity, when like all shit is going wrong all at once, okay? So number 1 is to focus on your goals. Remind yourself why you started doing whatever it is you're doing and whatever you're working towards, whatever that is. Remind yourself why you started that in the first place and visualize your outcomes. Like, this is when visualization really comes into play, and manifestation. But visualization, like really focus on your outcomes and the goals and what it's going to feel like when you achieve your goals, and try and ignore what's happening in the present, like all the challenges and the difficulties, and see yourself past those difficulties and imagine that and visualize that and keep that in the center point and the focus of your mind, and that is going to help. Number 2 is break tasks into smaller steps. We talk about this all the time, the micro steps and micro tasks that I've talked about, but this can make overwhelming tasks feel more manageable and help you maintain momentum. So if you're checking off little to-do things and little tasks along the way because you've made smaller goals, that will keep your momentum moving forward despite all the things that are going wrong. So focus on things that you can control and do right, and goals that you can achieve in the meantime, even if no matter how small they are, and get attacking those and keep achieving those, because that will keep you moving in the right direction despite everything bad that's happening. Okay, the third one is to celebrate small victories. Acknowledge your progress, no matter how small. That will help you stay motivated. So every time you achieve a goal and you're able to accomplish one of those tasks and get them done, you've achieved something. Celebrate it, be proud of yourself, and that will keep the momentum. This is all about visualization and momentum. If you're noticing the underlying theme here, you got to visualize the outcome and keep the momentum moving forward. Okay, so the next one is to stay flexible. Be willing to adapt your plans as needed and accept that setbacks are naturally part of the journey. So these are the tests. These are the things along the way that make the outcome desirable and the outcome feel more worth it. Like nothing worth having is ever easy, right? If it comes too easily, it's usually not a big win or a big accomplishment, right? So anything really worth having is going to be hard. So when everything's going wrong, keep that in mind. Stay flexible. If you got to change up your plans, change the way you plan to do things, move some goals around and reprioritize things, that's okay. Just keep doing it and keep making plans, keep replanning, reorganizing, restructuring, reframing, whatever you need to do to make your goals achievable along the way so you can reach that outcome at the end of the day. So the next one is to practice self-care. So make sure you're taking breaks. That means exercising, energizing activities that recharge you mentally and physically. So, I mean, if you're not like a physical fitness person, like do something fun. Like do something fun that's active. Like go for a hike or go for a bike ride or do something like that. If you're into the gym and working out, then go for a workout. Whatever it is that gets you going and gets your body moving, that's going to get your brain hormones. It's going to get your dopamine and your cortisol, and everything is going to be flowing, and it's going to increase your ability to be resilient, and it's going to increase your motivation, and the dopamine that you get from physical exercise is going to keep you positive and keep you motivated. So also mental, and that's mentally, and that all the mental impacts are going to come from the physical changes that you make, but also mentally, like do things that like make you feel good. Like I was having a horrible time the other day, and I told you guys I had a horrible day, and what was I going to do? I was going to have a big hot bubble bath and read textbooks, because that's what I do. That's my safe space. That's what makes me feel good. That was mentally recharging for me and energizing for me. I woke up the next day and it was like new freaking day. I felt amazing because I took the time to mentally recharge in a way that I know really recharges me. And that got me through it. And the last one is to stay positive. Focus on the things you can control. Look for the silver lining in difficult situations. So keep the silver lining in mind. Keep the idea that, nothing worth having is going to be easy. Keep the mindfulness of the small goals you're achieving along the way and the tasks that you are accomplishing and the tasks you're completing. Keep that in mind. Like, that's not easy when everything's going right, like shit wrong, and like everything's going crazy and things are hard. If you have any momentum and you're continuing to pursue and be resilient, then you're achieving something. That on its own is a success and a goal achieved. You have your larger goals and your larger things you're working towards, but those little things are achievements on their own, and you deserve to be proud of them and stay positive and really focus on the things that you're doing right and the things that are keeping you heading in the right direction. So, and keep in mind and remember that it's okay to struggle. Everyone struggles, but realize it's about how you bounce back and continue to move forward despite the challenges. And that's what we were just talking about. It's the resiliency, the bouncing back that grows your character, it grows your personality, it grows your strength, it grows your innate ability to pursue through difficult times and your inner strength as a person. And that's what growing as a human being and living life every day is all about. That is what we're trying to accomplish while we're here on earth and living. Like those characteristics and those personality traits. So you're doing it. And when things get hard and you keep moving forward, even in small little ways, you're doing it. So don't forget to stay positive and keep that in mind. Be mindful of it, guys. And, I think you'll find that things that seemed like you were in desperate straits and were unachievable and like everything's going wrong, this must be a sign, like it's not meant to be, that's not the case. This is a challenge. This is shit thrown at you, and this tests your resilience. And all this is an opportunity for you to grow and become stronger and more unwaverable as a human being. That's all this is. So keep it in mind and don't let shit get to you and don't let it get you down and keep going, even when things like seem impossible, just keep moving forward. Littlest ways possible, littlest ways. Just keep going forward, and I think you'll find that you will feel much better about the situation. And the more momentum you have, the more momentum you get. Like momentum creates momentum creates momentum. And that's a physics fact. So there you go. Once you start, it's hard to slow down, it's hard to stop something. And it's physics, it's science, guys. You can't beat science. See you soon. Have a great night.